Falling on my knees, and I pray to the Lord, my soul He keeps. 'Cause this is a real world that's been living in. Y'all come on and clap those hands. And it's hard to live, oh, because the color of my skin. Oh, we need to do, we need to pull together, oh, yeah. The story will make this world better. Somebody wave your hand at this time. Oh, yeah. The story will make this world better. Each and every day, trying to find a way to the world. I just wanna say, let's think that in a better way. Some have the wrong perception, some are using deception. Can you make it feel right, Friday, go fresh. Oh, we need to do, we need to pull together, oh, yeah. The stars will make this world. Let me hear you in a second. Can y'all make more quiet? We need to sing it just one more time. We go with this world. Wherever you are, everybody get out of your seat and clap those hands. Listen, everybody clap those hands. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without further ado, we getting ready to bring this young man to the stage. And I know I didn't tell y'all about it. I intentionally chose to not tell y'all because I wanted it to be a pop-up. And this is a pop-up. So put your hands together for a young man who is known all across the country, who needs no introduction. He is getting ready to come to the stage. He coming right now. Y'all give it up for Mr. Stanley Roy Ladson Jr. Give him a great big hand, great big hand, great big hand, great big hand.
Doctor.
Mr. Ladson.
Oh, Mr. Brown.
Man, how you making it?
I want to be the multiplication, not the division, and I want to be the addition, not the subtraction.
Man, your camera off. We can't see you.
Oh, man. I said I want to be the addition instead of the subtraction, but I want to be also the multiplication and not the division.
Hey, that's what we all striving to be. But sometimes you got to subtract them and divide to get where you're trying to go.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Hey, sometimes you got to less is more of what they told me. So let's get into this. Growing up, first of all, where you from?
A small community, it's definitely growing up now, but I'm from a city called Hopkins, South Carolina.
Y'all give it up for Hopkins. There's some big things going on down there in Hopkins, ain't it?
A lot. Long time coming, but a change what's supposed to come. But it's definitely coming now.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely coming.
Oh yeah,
Greg Scriven, what's up? Greg in the comments.
Greg, the big bowl. Hey, it was good to see Greg and Trayshawn, like all the boys that have really, really put in time with Run Revelation. It was good to see the whole crew, man. To sit outside and talk to all the boys, like it felt good, man. It felt
Yeah,
so good. It felt good.
gotcha. So, what was Stanley doing as a little boy?
Stanley or Little Roy. Nah, we joke about that. There's a difference in Stanley and Little Roy. Uh, when I grew up, my mom and daddy they gave me the name Roy. I didn't get the Lil Roy until we started really singing, but so I'm Stanley Jr. I'm Stanley Roy Ladson Jr. My dad's a pastor. Um, Courageous man. Can't take nothing from him. Can't add nothing to him. He is what he is. He's phenomenal man. A phenomenal man of God. Like I can never take that from him. I was blessed to be able to carry his name. Stanley Roy Ladson Jr. And carrying the name Stanley Roy Ladson Jr. I got the name Lil Roy because even though when I was like 13, 12, 14, 16, I did not look my age. I still don't look my age, but I'm grateful just to be able to carry that name Lil Roy because it's a lot of people that can't carry that name. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful, Rich.
Yes, sir.
Hear my daughter back there. She just out obnoxious,
Out of order,
out of order.
man. So, when did you discover you had a love for music?
Oh man, a couple days ago, if you go back, um, so let me go back. I've always been a quartet baby, and so I've been a fan of like Doc McKenzie, Luther Barnes, Sunset Jubilees, Truthettes, Pilgrim Jubilees. Like I've always been a fan of all of them. I think I really discovered my love of music when Doc McKenzie put out that song or the story about we had heard about the hired gunman. I think that came out like maybe years later, but I think I really became like really in the quartet when Doc McKenzie did uh the little girl that fell out the window, and not only the little girl that fell out the window, but like I've seen Doc McKenzie in my early days, five, and I've been a fan ever since then. Like like that's always been like my go-to. William Brothers, Doc McKenzie, no discredit to nobody, but they have always been like my favorites.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always,
Um,
and if I had to throw in one, I think you done been on the road with me along with Trayshawn and Greg and all the other guys. They'll always tell you like I've always played like quiet as a kept. You might not never want to give me no credit, but I think I always put you on too, like the little Cedric and the Halos with Jesus Saves before you heard the calm down. With Jesus Saves, going on the other side, all those when Doc McKenzie downsized and went to just five when it was just Doc, Benny, Zach, Nene, and Rodney. So that was like, you know, I've seen groups that really going from like 4, 9, 10 people and just downsize and still be effective.
you leaving out another artist of yours too,
So,
June Cheeks.
Oh,
Man, you used to love June. I was like, please cut that off.
so let me say now. I want to say this. You know, June Cheeks. My mother, my aunts, my dad, um, everybody that I grew up under, like Alan Pringle's father and mother, and because I got to really see all them like coming up. Uh, I never got a chance to meet June Cheeks, but I used to hear about the stories, and I used to hear about like how he was like such a professional. Uh, I always wanted to just, in some way, somehow, just you know, be at that, I guess, plateau, if that's what you want to call it, because that was what you consider a great. Like every city, every state, every place, they got like, what they call their historical legends. Um, like when it comes to South Carolina, like we have other historical legends that never got their just due. Um, and the world don't know about. But if we were to sing some of the songs, like people would gravitate and they would love it, but they never got a chance to like really just put it out there. Like I never got a chance to see June Cheeks. So for me to try to mimic June Cheeks, for me to try to like, try to act like June Cheeks, I wouldn't be able to do that because I've heard of the stories, but like, me coming up under the people that saw him, like Alan Pringle and all the rest of them, I wouldn't be able to tell you like what he was in person or what he was on stage, you know. Uh, and that's where I come into like with the new generation, like, you know, trying to mimic like what we see now, but like if I don't know, trying to really say like, oh, we saw them in person, but if you didn't see them in person, but you're trying to do what they did and mimic it we don't give off the same feel because you never got to see them in person, you know. So that's the kind of like the touche, but hey, it is what it is. I love being
Yeah.
a part of the quartet genre.
Well, I won't say. I really won't say mimic, but I say borrow because we all are like products of what we done seen and what we be around. So I mean, I say that more than mimic. 'Cause when you say mimic, people think you trying to be there when you really just doing your own thing, but you just taking bits and pieces of that person. Because I mean, we all do it. I know I do it. I mean, that's how you come up with your sound. Everybody do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I can agree to that.
yeah.
I can agree to that.
So you play too, right? Don't you play?
Never, nah. I can play a bass a little bit. I can play keyboards or what it is that I want. Um, I say this a lot, and I think that people take it the wrong way. But like there's a certain thing that I give off of, when we sing or play. But what I give off is like, that that helps me sing better. Um, I uh, I uh, I can play a couple instruments, but bass by far because I'm definitely bass driven. I'm definitely big on a solid pocket drumming. You know, I would love to have a drummer that that does all the things, but we got to get the basics down first. The accents, the intros, the outros, and be um, on point. And then from there, but things have changed in so much. Like in the industry now, we have like so many great musicians. We got so many great singers. We got so many different people on the line. You know, I have yet to see in a long time. I would say after the Cans and for me, after the Cans and the keynotes, um, I mean I would say after you know Thank You album, with Justin Roof is my brother. It's been a long time that I really seen like a group that has a all star all across the board. Now I've seen like really, really, really great groups, and that's what I think we need. And I think that everybody should get behind who we support. Like I think we should get behind who we really support. And even if you don't support them, it just show them love. Like I just don't think that there should be like no kind of I don't like them because of this. Okay, kudos, but if they deserve it, give it to them.
Right.
Give it if they earned it, if they worked their way to, if they shown you, some kind of caliber of status, give it to them. So that's where I am. You know,
And that's how it should be. But like well as I do, people just they gonna hate just to be different, just to be the oddball. They gonna be a hater. So I mean, that's just a part of the game. You got to take the good with the bad.
something like that.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people don't know you one of the only drummers I know that could play Bend in the Storm too long and not mess up.
so you gotta. Oh man.
Yeah, he
You know,
one of the
what's
only
crazy
drummers
is
that
this is no
the
lie. I
only
talked. Hey, this is no lie. I talked to JV last night, and if he was on here right now, he would tell you. And I told him, I said, man, uh, um, I know times have changed. I know that like we use click tracks and people do. I mean, times have changed. This is leave it at that. But like even with a click track, I've seen some great drummers
yeah
monk up.
crash and burn.
Ooh, been in the storm. You a good drummer? Come over.
Hey, sit down and play this one.
Come on. Come here. No tracks, no nothing. Just play it. Let's
Right.
start from the
hmm
top.
Yeah, all them chops can't save you then.
Mm. But no, man, like I've really like times have changed, Rich, and
Oh yeah.
even from then, from 2012 to now to then, like things have changed, and the problem is like a lot of people are they're afraid to accept the change. Um, I mean, it's part of life. Change. You know, I was talking to George Dean, and one of my, he's one of the best writers I think that ever came to the game.
Hands down.
And I told him we were sitting together one day. Matter of fact, it was at his when we was at the
Anniversary.
anniversary,
Yep.
and I told him I wanted to write a song with him. And he was like, "Oh man, you gotta tell me what it says." And I was like, "You're gonna be twice a child and once a
Mm.
man. When you come into this world, you're gonna be born a child. And when you're gonna get old, you're gonna have kids of your own that can make you a man. But then when you get older again, some people they go to the wheelchairs, some go to the crutches, some go to the walkers, some go to the pens. They can't, go to the restroom on their own. They can be twice a child, once a man. And like to see him, you know, gracefully getting to where he's getting, like I think he's always been an underkept, a low kept secret. I know he's um who he is, but like I think like now he will get his just due. And like so like when it come to him and Doc and the Williams brothers, and I get like a lot of people like I ain't really about like well who like bust house and this that and the third and who carried the torch because at the end of the day what happens at the end of the race, but like these are just individuals that I really feel like they deserve they just do. That's just me.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So
when you was in school, did you do chorus or anything like that?
oh man, when I was in school, anybody that knows Stanley Roy Ladson Jr. Man, like how my brother said something yesterday. So me and my brother, my dad's birthday was yesterday, and he said something to me yesterday that I broke down. We just started laughing. He was like, "Everybody fuss about the backyard, but we all going in the backyard to have recess. Who fussing about recess? Everybody wanted to go to recess. You know what I'm saying?" Everybody wanted to go to recess. Like school was like, man, if you didn't do good, if you did bad, everybody at least wanted to
Yeah.
go to recess. But y'all
Hmm.
fussing over recess, but in recess, you had the monkey bars, you had the slide, you had the merry-go-round. Everybody wanted to fuss about the slide. You know what I mean? And the slide was only one way down. It was
That's it.
the slide always. Everybody wanted to talk about it. They ran to the slide. Why they want to run to the slide? Because all the other stuff you had to put in work. With the merry-go-round, you had to put in work. With the
Yeah.
monkey bars, you had to put in work. With the sandbar, you had to put in work. But with the slide, all you had to do was climb to the top.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. It don't
Hmm.
nobody saying nothing going up. But when it come down, everybody want to scream. Oh, I was on the merry-go-round. But what did you put in to get? You didn't have to put in to get.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Mm. So, what was the first album you ever recorded?
Mm. The country comes alive at right there in Quimby, South Carolina, with Fred Shaw. It's called Bradley House Records. See, Bradley House Records back then had like Doc McKenzie. It had Tammy Edwards, uh, Bill Pickney, and Fred Shaw, who owned it. He had his little beach band. It also had like Flossie Boy Johnson was on over there. Um, when we went the first time, the very first time we went, Fantasia was there along with Benny and her father and all that. So like back then, like Bradley House Records was at that time, you know, Fred was doing it out of his house, and it was it was a thing of like you had to put in time and just wait your time. So it was different from now. Like then everybody like being able to go to the house and create the sound and get the sound that a lot of people want now. Back then you had to go to the extra studio, and still today for me, like like even with like with my brother whatnot, like even if we do it at home or we send each other tracks back and forth, we like to go into the actual
To the
studio
real
because
studio. Yeah.
it's that
Hmm.
feel, it's that thing of like man, it the aroma, you know.
Right.
Like I think now, like everybody's like, nah, we can just do it right here, and there's nothing wrong with it, If it works, it works. But it just didn't. It never worked for me, you know.
Right. Ain't nothing like going to that actual building. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Bush today, and I was telling him like, man, I like to send MP3s or send stuff, but it's nothing like really just getting in the studio and talking about the song that you're writing about, creating, and then we can collab together. Versus the fact I send you a track. If I send you a track, man, I may not like what you like, but because you like it, some people might just go with it. Versus the fact, well, like no, that ain't. Like I like to sing songs that sound like I've been through something. Versus the fact of like you just create the song where it's like, well, oh man, it feel good. Nah, it don't feel good to me. I need to know if like I've been through something.
Right.
But times have changed, and so I'm cool with it. Hey, if it worked for you, it worked for me. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
um. What makes up your style? Like, who influenced you as far as like your singing style?
oh man. Um, I'm definitely an old soul. Um, it's so many, man. Like when I say that, and I mean, like when I say this, it's not trying to be funny. Like my "Blessed by the Best" song, which is one of my favorite songs. I never really get to sing. You know, my "Blessed by the Best" song is definitely from a Doug Williams type feel. You know, it's still here. Um, when I go to like Here Am I and Oh Lord, that's like a Willie Banks type
Mm-hmm.
feel. You know, if you really go back and listen to the first Prayer Will Change thing, we started the Prayer Will Change things off like back in 1999, just like Willie Banks did back then, because I've always been like a Willie Banks, Lil Cedric, uh, Doc McKenzie, Doug, uh, and Quiet as a Kept. You know, if I had to throw one in there, it would be Calvin McNair, because Calvin McNair was a great singer. You know, even though he was,
Yep.
the second lead with the in my era, he was like second when it came to Banks, but then he was like, second first when it came to the Nightingale. So, there's a lot that really like Roy going to create, you know, the guy that I am.
Gotcha. Um, so what's your process to when you writing a song? Do you do music first, or you come up with lyrics, or how you go about writing songs?
Oh man, so um, we got a place down here on Leesburg Road called Western Lake. Um, so I used to go to Western Lake a lot.
Hmm.
Western Lake is like a lake where people will have family reunions and like got log cabin stuff. I used to go out there because I used to drive a Cutlass back then. I used to go out there and just sit by the water, like by myself, a lot of times. At that time, my brother was in school, barbering down in Voorhees or whatever it is, like on the other side of Orangeburg. And of course, everybody know me and my brother close, but I used to go there and just sit by the lake and just, you know, I had a four-string bass. It was like an acoustic. I used to go down there and like sit down and play and then come up with stuff. And I would sing it to him, or either if I didn't sing it to him, I would tell him what it was. And like one thing about me and him, we always had this thing where like I didn't really have to like sing it or play it long. He already knew like, oh yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. And I'd be like, man, whatever. Then like go back a day or two, and then he'd be like, this what you wanted, and I'd be like, bro, that's exactly that's what I want. And he'd be like, oh man, I know, you know,
Man, that chemistry, man, hard to beat.
yeah, it is. Like with every group, there has to be a chemistry.
Right.
I don't care who it is. You name them. It may not be what I think, it may not be what you think, but there had to be somebody. So you feel like you get clouds. You had, I guess, for my time. I'm not talking about anybody else's time and what they know and what they did. I would say it would be like Richard and Joe, or with Doc McKenzie. It depends on what time you're talking about. You had Benny Hill and Doc, and then another time you had Daryl and Doc, and then when it came to Run Revelation, you had Steve Ray and Roy, and then another time you had Jojo and Roy. Now AJ. Like you find the person that you can relate to, and that's how you build the chemistry.
Right.
I used to tell them all the time, like the chemistry is not always on stage. I should be able to go to the restaurant or the gas station, if you be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the restaurant, and then you be like, well, man, oh man, I forgot, and you be like, I gotta go get my chips, and I be like, oh no, man, I got your salt vinegar chips and your water right here.
You're supposed to already know what you
You,
want.
al- you already know what you want. Oh, you
Hmm.
got it for me. I got it for me. Oh man, you know me. I knew you better off stage than you on stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
The smallest things like that really matter.
because even with you, we could be riding down the road and then you say like, "Hey, Roy," I'll be like, "What?" You turn around and then you give me a airhead, and I'll be like, "Hey, man," I'll be like, "Hey, man, what was that? What was that?" And I'll be like, "Yo, come on, man, don't give me no more. And then, like it'd be like we listen to gospel music, and then we stop at the gas station again, and we get off, get back on the van, and you'll be like, "Hey, Roy," I'll be like, "What?" You'd be like, "What's that?" It'd be like another airhead. I'd be like, "Hey, man, stop giving me that, bro. Stop."
Yeah, you got about 10 airheads for you.
I had like 3 airheads. I'd be like, "Yo, man, stop, stop, stop with the 10 airheads, bro."
Hey, stuff like
Uh,
that. It matters.
hey, I don't know where we was, but I know we went because it was like, "Oh man, what are you going? Where y'all going to eat after the show?" And then I guess, like, of course, everybody figured out like, well, it was Applebee's at the time, so it's no longer Applebee's. But when I came back, I think you had ordered the food, and I was like, "Yo, who ordered that?" And it was like, it had to be either AJ, Richard, or JoJo, but JoJo wasn't there. It was you and AJ and Junior, I think.
Hmm.
And I was like, "Yo, they really know. They know, like, hey man, he going to the restroom. Oh, this is what he gonna eat, and he don't want no much.
Right. You eat that
Uh,
one thing.
yeah, he gonna this is what he gonna eat. Don't because he gonna die. He gonna dissect it when he get there. That he ain't gonna eat that. Nah, you got to be, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Got to have some people like that. You can be like, I know it's a lot of people that, are way more talented or whatever, however you want to put it, but it's a comfort level too that you got to have when you on stage. Like,
yeah. I know. I I respect that. I
yeah.
think that a lot of people. Oh man, that go a long ways. Like,
Yeah. Because
they
you can
a
you can
lot of
pretty
people
much
they
get
gonna say
anybody
what
you
they
want.
want to say, bro. But
Yeah.
let them
Yeah.
say
Because
it. Let them say it.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, you can have cream of the crop, but like I said, it's just that comfort level, what you got, what you choose to deal with or whatever.
Hey,
So
I mean, if it work for you, let it work.
yeah.
You know.
So how did y'all come up with Still Got Joy?
Ooh, still got joy. So COVID came. Let's talk about that. COVID came, and when COVID came, um, at that time I had wrote, pulled together, and a couple other songs. Like one of the other songs never made it to the album. Um, my brother came home because at that time they were doing this thing called Midnight Rambling.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Okay, so he came home and he came home. He said, "Man, hey, come by the house, because I'm a hard critic. Because I like songs like I'm not big on 30, 45 minute intros, and I'm not big on like 30, 45 minute outros. I'm big on like, yo, let's get to the wording. He was like, hey man, this gonna fit you real good. So I went and I listened to Still Got Joy, and man, we didn't argue, but it didn't really like it didn't I didn't feel it. So he was like, hey man, he was like, listen, you gotta think about your lungs don't collapse. Just naming a list of broad things that can happen in life. And he was like, you gotta think about that and just go from there. And I think that when we recorded the album, I did it, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be great. And I never thought that nobody would like the song. We went to Macon, Georgia. I don't know if you remember.
Yep, we had the
We
gray
went
suits on.
Jesus song. We went to Macon, Georgia, and the audience was like, "Sing Still Got Joy," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, we is not, but Sing Still Got Joy," and I was like, "Man, cool," and we sung Still Got Joy, and um, I was not able to. I wasn't. I wasn't looking for words. It was like the words just kept flowing from abundance of like other stuff. Ever since then, like we've been singing Still Got Joy, but at, at the end of the day, it's like I've been singing it because it comes from a genuine place. Like,
Right. And we've been singing it ever since. We ain't stopped.
from that night, you know, we never stopped singing it. And again,
Yep.
it just comes from a genuine place that it's almost like the song still got, I mean, not still got joy, but it's almost like the song put together with everything that the world is going through, and you survived it, you outlived it, you maintained it. It's almost like, this is a song for the culture. At the same time, I'm not looking for everybody to embrace it, but if it speaks volume to you, you know,
Right.
yeah, I don't really like to get into all that, but
Yeah, I got you.
you know that, I don't like that. So,
Um, so let's go back a little bit. When did you know? Before like y'all signed, when did you know y'all had something special?
oh man, there's so many stories I can say about that. Like, I remember one year we were going to, and I just talked to a guy named Drip. He was playing drums with us at that time, and we were just talking about like we went to sing. There's a guy named Spoon. He played bass. Um, Whisper from down there in Macon.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we was on our way down. And during this time, Big Jake was living. We were like we were we gotta just get there like to show the people. Man, it was hot. Rich, when I say it was hot, it was hot. Well, when I say it was hot, Big Jake was on the group. Man, we had like the sliding door on the side of the van. You slide the door, and you know, Big Jake was like, "Man, I'm gonna open the door. Everybody get to the back. I'm gonna sit right here." Nero was driving. My brother was like, me and my brother like 7 years apart. So Brent was on the group at the time. Man, we rode all the way to Georgia with that door wide open. Man, but like G4 was on the show. I think it was in like Hartwell, Georgia, or something. But when we got there, uh, it was like a feeling that like yo we I don't know. It was like we made it. Like through whatever, despite the negligence, whatever we might be feeling, we really made it. And from then forward, I think because I got older at that time, so I had been through like the sickness and the lungs had collapsed before the second time that the world knew. I had became sick before what the world knew with the 2012 and all that. It had it had already happened before that, and just to know that like I still survived and I still made it, still uh, above the ground instead of under the ground. It was like this is what I was supposed to do. I think I could have sung, any other kind of genre, whatnot, but I ain't. It didn't set. It didn't set well with me, and that's not knocking nobody else. You can do it. You know, I just wasn't able, or I was never blessed to do that other side. I think that God blessed me to do exactly what I do, and despite of how many times I got wrong, I think that He put a restraint on me. It was like a chain or a chokehold. Like, okay, yeah, I'll let you go do this, but when you get that far, I'll pull you back. And that was also to let me know that He keeps His word on who you are, and to hold me accountable for a lot of things that I did wrong, to say. So But other than that, I will never change nothing. I will never. You hear me? I will never change nothing. And look at Trey Sean that come up in here.
Yo,
Oh man.
what up with it?
Man, what's with it? Hey, let me say this first. It felt so good to see you, uh,
Greg,
Greg, uh, Richard, Twan,
man,
Junior.
all in one spot.
All the locals got together.
I like like I seen Justin Rufus post something one day that like was profound to me. It was like once a real, always real. Whether people want to give the credit or not, but like man, I have been blessed to play with some of the most and sing with some of the most talented people from the Carolinas, man. Like
Yeah, yeah,
and George. I mean, I'm not excluding you, George. I mean Richard or nobody like
yeah, yeah.
anybody.
I know exactly
But
what you
what I'm
mean.
saying is just to think of man, like I have been blessed to sing and to get on stage with some of the best in the Carolinas, man. That thing felt good to walk out and just see everybody like, yo, I ain't seen y'all in years, man. It felt so good to see y'all. Like it
Only
felt so
nigga I needed to see Saturday was Mario. That's the only nigga
yeah,
I would have needed to
and
see.
so and listen, Mario was missing, and then I gotta say one more,
Reek,
Reek. And
yes
Reek
sir.
told me
And
he
they,
was coming, but Reek didn't even come. I was
that
like,
was a good.
what?
That
I
was a
caught Reek
good.
today. I was like, yo, Reek. I hit him about doing it. But that was a Reek
Man,
didn't show up. I was like, Reek, you told me you was coming, man. Where are you? Where are you? What the problem?
man.
But man,
It, so I noticed you real big on like appearance and presentation. Where did that come from? Was that something still in you as a little boy, or how did that come about?
uh,
Oh
it
yeah,
come
we
from
gon' we gonna wear unis now.
now. I'm gonna say this. Now, a lot of people don't know. Like before, there was a revelation. Well, there was a revelation, but it wasn't one revelation. And Mario will tell you this. Like we would go some like me and my brother would go sometime with the Swannies with Eddie Brown and Mario, and like and Percy would come to the front of the bus, and then like we get to the shows, and he'd be like, "Hey baby, where your suit? You ain't got no suit." Oh, So it made me feel bad because I'm like, I'm trying to represent a legendary group, and I ain't got a suit, and it made me. My listen, one of the guys that's with the Swannies right now. The first time I met Kobe, me and Kobe met each other the first time with the Swannies, and like he's still with the Swannies today. With like Percy Griffin talk cold cash up to me because I didn't have a suit, not on stage, but to go into the event. So I was scared to go in. I know times can change, but like man, it was just a thing of like man, you to be respected, you had to look respectable.
Right.
You know, I get it now that because of times and change, like everybody's like, man, I'm gonna just do me, just whatever. But like back then, man, you wanted to, you came up under the umbrella of excellence, like that came from the Cantons, that came from Willis Pittman, that came from the Mighty Clouds, the Cantons, all these groups they had some kind of
Can't
and
forget Doc.
you want to fall up under that umbrella, you know what I'm saying? So you wanted to be like up under that umbrella, you know what I'm saying? And man, it that was during my time. I can't speak about what happened way before me, but just my time, well during my time. But I was glad to see all or some, especially Greg and Trayshawn, you, Twan Jr., my brother. Like I was like, yo, we got a lot of people that don't really. It ain't even about me. It was just think like a lot of these guys have really poured into the music ministry of Run Revelation because like without a lot of them, it wouldn't even be no Roy. Like, and it felt good. That's why we sat out there and just talked a long time because
It
it
did feel good, bro.
it
Like
it felt
that
good.
was yeah.
It felt good. Like it felt good. And like what you said, Mario wasn't there. I thought Reek was coming because Reek had told me he was coming. And I really, it just felt good, man. Like out of anything in this world, like you know, I done had a lot of bands. I done had a lot of musicians or singers that really held me down when I couldn't stand up for myself, bro. That's just facts. That's facts. That's facts, man. So,
Man.
mm, mm,
um, what's the
what?
biggest concert you think you've done this far?
Mm.
Mm. It might have been with y'all. I know that I had did it, with my brother and them at Spirit Fest, and then that was like at like when we
Spirit
first.
Fest was cool. Yeah.
I think Spirit Fest has always been like our, I think, and then we went to. Did we go to? We went to Texas one time, right? For Jimmy Spivey, or was
I
that
had
with
never
him?
been.
Oh
I ain't never,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had
Yeah,
You
never
can't
did Spivey.
you can't leave Albany off neither. Albany was a big
yeah,
show, bro.
Albany,
That was a
Albany,
big show, buddy.
yeah, Albany was like, yeah,
And
but
that boy used to be packed out every
man,
time.
Yep.
we haven't had a great Albany thing, and that was like in what 2016,
15, bro. 15
Yeah.
was my last year going.
15.
Or
Like that
16 was
was,
my last year going.
It
yeah,
was
that was,
16.
Yeah, 16 was my last year.
yeah, that. So I would say, because things after that, COVID came in like what 2018. So
Well,
things kind
20,
of
2020, yeah, yeah, 2020.
yeah, and I think things kind of shut down. But man, those are like,
Hey man, you see yourself singing any other genres?
you
Because
want me to be honest,
the reason
man.
I asked, you got so many songs that can be considered as not just gospel music. I don't think a
hmm
lot of people realize that.
Yeah, oh man,
Pull Together is supposed to be in a movie. That's a movie song.
Right. Thank
That
you was
should
a
be sung
crossover
in.
song.
Thank You was my next
Yeah.
song on mine.
That's a crossover
That,
song.
them songs that's about God, but you're not necessarily saying His name in the song. Those songs
Exactly.
are dangerous, bro. There's some
hmm
dangerous songs, bro.
yeah, like oh man, I really like try to speak on like that a lot, but I definitely understand where you're coming from because I said the same thing. You know, at that time it was in the hands of those who were in control. Um, there's a lot of other songs that came that I would love to sing and do, but at the same time, well, that just laid back. Because at the end of the day, like going back to your key question, do I see myself singing anything other than gospel? I get that a lot. Um,
Not like I mean,
I know what you
put
mean.
it this
I
way,
know what you mean. I
nigga.
know what
You
you
can
mean.
sing what you want, nigga.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
go
yeah,
anywhere
yeah,
and do
nigga.
it.
I know.
But I'm
I know.
saying your catalog just opens it up. Like
Yeah.
your
I
catalog just
know.
makes
But
that possible.
I think so with me, with a lot of what, you know, the jibber jabber, I just think that if I wanted to try, if I did do it, do I think I could supersede or go? I probably could, but at the same time, like I've always been a firm believer of two things. The same way that God bless. You know, I think that the devil could bless too, and he can bless you enough to like keep your eyes closed so you won't get to where you need to be to next because the devil don't go after who he wants or no, he don't even go after who he already got. You get what I'm saying? Like if he
Yeah.
already got you, he ain't gonna bother you. Like, oh yeah, I got him. So like, just let him do what he want to do. Just let him do it. You know. Then versus the fact, like when like with me, I've always been like in a mind situation of like, should I try it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? Like, I don't want nobody to think like I'm trying to do it because that's what. And when I say this, I don't want nobody to like to feel no shade. But a lot of our members of quartet, that say they wouldn't do this and do that, they
They doing
transition.
it now.
They
Hmm.
doing it now. And if you go back 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they talk cold cash about tracks and click tracks and stems and all that. But now they want to do it because it's the new norm. So I try to stay away from that and just be like, nah, just because if you really go back and listen to them, they talk cold cash about what is going on. Man, I remember like long time ago when the galas and stuff used to come out, and we used to do like the fog machine, red carpet, the screens, the lights. Oh, they used to tell me all the time, oh man, don't take all that. You don't need all that. Now you can't go to the show and ain't nobody don't want to have no lights, fog
Hmm.
machines, cameras. But and so that's why I say like I stay away from that because when I was doing it back then in 2012, it was over the top. Now it's become a part of the norm. So that's
Yep.
why I'm like, I don't know if I want to be a part of, if I think I could do. Because what I was trying to do, it counted me out. Now it's the thing. Everybody that's doing stems and tracks now didn't want no parts of it back then. go go do the record. Go fact check this.
That is true, man.
They didn't
They'd
want nothing to
they'd
do with it. Oh
crucify a
man,
nigga
you don't
back
need
then
all
for
that. All
doing
you
that.
gotta do is get up there and sing. All you gotta do is just do your thing. They didn't want nothing to do it. Now everybody, every group got to have tracks, stems, but you didn't want nothing to do with it back then. You didn't want
Times
nothing to do
done
with it.
changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Times has
And now
changed.
you playing get up to catch up.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But I will say this: I enjoy like what I did with Jaw Boys and everybody else, and I will say this across everybody from the first group from 2012, when that Thank You album came out, to 2016, which was Blessed by the Best. After that, to the Book of Revelation came out, but before that, we did the Quartet DNA. Like, even though it was still one revelation, it still took a team, it still took a work ethic, it still took a collaboration and whatnot. Trey Sean, I never thought I would get you in a suit, my guy, but I got you in a suit on Blessed by the Best, and you were playing bass guitar. And listen what I said. I said, yo, nobody's gonna believe this. I remember when Trey Sean didn't even have dreads. He had a afro. He was getting ready to start
Bro, yeah,
touring.
niggas do not know when I first met Roy,
Yo,
bro.
yo, he
I
had
met
a
Roy
he
when I
had
was
a
like,
afro
I'll never forget it, bro. We was at the Stewart Theater in Dunn. That's when
and done.
Ray Nard was playing that green LTD bass.
Yes.
I'll never forget, bro. I had to be like 12, 13, bro.
I
I
was
swear to
like,
God, I was a
bro.
kid when I met Roy, bro. Then I remember y'all came and sung in Fayetteville one time.
And
I
listen,
never
here's the thing. Joe, his grandfather was killing so bad.
that dude right there was one of a kind, bro.
Listen, your grandfather and Ron Clark dad, Pee Wee, was it what's
Pee Wee
Ron Clark?
Clark. Yep, Pee Wee Clark.
Your grandfather, Ron Clark dad, and it was somebody else that I used to like. I used to be like, yo, these they sound good. What's the guy name? He's a young guy. I think he bald headed. He was leading for the Clark specials. Bald headed,
You talking
with the
about ours?
glasses. He was
You ain't talking
bald
about ours.
headed. Bald headed,
Uh,
glasses. He a young dude. I think he had something like wrong, something with his eye or something. And I was like, yo, he used to sing the Canton spiritual song, Hallelujah Square.
I got a dang. I don't know who that is.
Freddie,
Freddie.
is it Freddie?
He had a group.
He sung with Clark now.
I know a Freddie. He had a group. called
He had a bald.
Resurrection.
He had a bald head.
Yeah, he had a funny looking eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Fred,
that's
Fred, he had a group called Resurrection. Clark used to play bass for them
Resurrection.
too.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, man,
Yeah, he
they
tough. That nigga tough too.
man tough and
What's
tough and
Fred like? I can't think of his last name. But yeah, that's him.
man, they were tough, boy. He was tough, man. He was tearing that doggone Hallelujah Square to pieces,
Hey
man.
man, Carolina got some man. Look, bro, some niggas that's cold that pen around here, man. Telling you, bro. Yeah,
And you know what I will say, and I will say this, and when I say this not being funny, um, Carolina took a lot, a lot of death hits that really kind of shook us up, bro. When I say that, we can go from George, we can go to Rika son, we can go to Damo brother, we can go to
Mondre,
Mondre, we can go to Bruce Dickens,
Dwight,
we can go to Dwight,
Bruce Freeman,
Bruce Freeman, bro. Like Carolina,
Uncle
we can
Greg,
go to Rick, we can go to Ricky McDuffie,
Yeah.
and the problem
Ricky
is like
McDuffie. Oh, niggas don't know how cold that nigga
Carolina
was.
was real. Carolina was
It
like
was, bruh, man.
it was man.
It's a lot of killers.
Yeah,
We sit there
yeah.
and think about it. It's a lot of
And we
killers from
still we
Carolina.
still not getting to the like to the latter day like Willis Pittman and then you know like
Luther Barnes.
Luther the guy that came with Luther Barnes, Roy and the drummer and all them. Like we took a lot of foundation, bro. We really it
Yep.
Man.
mm-mm. But nevertheless, like I don't know, man. I guess the thing would be like, where do we go from here? Because I know the times have changed, and I know that things are, changing. But like, where do we go from here? Because we complain about like the statistics, what Cortex says, what it is, and where it's going and how it's going. But how do we perfect it now? That would be the question. And I see a lot of times where people they speak on like the genre of quartet where we do this and that, like my question has always been like if you don't want nothing to do with it,
Hey, Richard Strickland.
huh?
Richard Strickland.
Oh,
You
watch
hear
out
my
there, doctor.
keyboard?
Watch out there.
Yes, sir. Do I hear it, Mister?
Watch out, doctor. Watch out. I hear all the time like everybody speak on like what should do next with that. But I'm like, but these are the same people who say they don't want to do with it. Like they don't.
Man, you can.
I think that kind of like dampens me because like you can give me your like oh man you should do this and that but you said you don't want nothing to do with this so if you don't want nothing to do with this why
Put it
you
how you want, man. I
why you
came from
doing
Ted. I can play for whoever, wherever, however. Ted ain't going nowhere, bro. I don't care who it is, who I play for, like who I'm cutting
I would
for,
say this
nigga.
across
That
the
Ted
globe.
ain't
I
going
am
nowhere.
glad that I am glad that I got a chance to meet everybody that I ran across with just spend time with traveling rehearsal whatnot. Like man, everybody brought something unique, whatever time it was during that time, unique to the table, man. And I'll be the first to say, like, as a lead singer, like, lead singers do get wrong. At the same time, I appreciate everybody that has ever
Oh yeah.
just played a part of the team, bro. That's fact. That's fact.
And that's what we here for.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
So I don't, you know, Hey boy, if they really want to know a story, they actually what was the worst times? Oh man, I don't know.
Man. We
There's some stories, boy.
Ooh.
Mm.
There was some boy. Some crazy days, cuz.
Oh man.
Too many to name.
Too many names. But at the end of the day, like I'm glad, man. I don't even know, like man, other than just being around. Like I know I'm older than you, or whatnot, but it just felt good, like being at the time, like like Trayshawn, we went from that time from like New York, and we had to go all the way to
Alabama.
Alabama. That was the time like we really got a chance, like everybody just got a chance, like really just like talk and speak from different perspectives and viewpoints,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great, man. I don't
I'll
think
never
nobody do
forget
that no
that.
more. Because I know like a lot of people want to fly, whatnot, but like sometimes just riding that creates that gel and
Mm-hmm.
that
Those be the
bond.
most important times, man,
It
off
be
the
the
stage.
most
How y'all
important
gel off the
time.
stage? It's how y'all gel on the stage. It's crazy.
Right.
But I get it. Some might be like, "Oh man, well, I ain't gonna do that." You know what? Well, you don't have to,
You ain't
because
got
I'm like, I mean, no, that's no, you don't have to. But
mm-hmm.
man, like, it's a relationship, man. Like we I don't know, I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, it felt good to see all y'all boys on Sunday.
One bit Loke fest.
Yeah.
Oh man, who was the major low? You?
Yes, sir.
My God.
Yes, sir. Mr. Crack.
Oh man, the postpart, the postpartum, huh?
Easy dub.
Man, yeah,
So
it's
Rick,
always good. What's that?
so this is a question since y'all been asking me all the questions, and I let y'all go into this. So with you and Trey Sean, what is your most memorable moment? Good or bad?
Uh
I don't know if I can say mine, but it got something to do with it got something to do with, with
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 what?
me?
it got yeah. I don't know if you
What I do?
Everything.
who was in Georgia and the base cabinet.
Oh man.
Oh, he smoked that bass cat and caught it on fire or whatever.
No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no. He ain't talking
No,
about
no,
that.
no.
He
He
ain't
talking
talking
about the
about
dude
that.
told you, don't turn it up, and you turned it
Yeah.
up anyway.
Ooh, we was about to whoop dude, bro. We was about to whoop dude, man.
Oh man. No.
Terrible.
Hey, he
I was
said
trying to figure out what was going on, but I heard the bass, and I kept turning around.
Cause
Then
we jumping house.
we was driving bad. I mean, we
We
was
was
driving down the
jumping
street
house.
hard.
We was
And
I
Greg
kept
looked at
turning around like,
me
what's
Bro
going
said,
on back
bro said,
there?
don't be putting that much pressure on my rig.
and
Nigga,
all
what?
Greg said, "Hey man, play mains." I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. Then
I think Greg got off the keyboard, didn't
yeah.
Yeah. Niggas came from out the audience and all, bro. It was gonna get bad in there.
he?
But
I said,
I think
y'all,
Buddy went
everybody,
home or something though.
hold
He
your
left.
horses, everybody, hold your horses. Let's pray right now.
Yes, exactly what happened.
We went straight to prayer wheel.
I told him, wait a minute, let's pray. Everybody, let's pray right now. Prayer will change things. Everybody. Hey man, you don't need all this confusion. Let's pray right now.
Hey, but karma paid him back.
Yes,
he
because I
got
sure got
he
him back.
definitely
I had
I
that
was
in my
trying.
mind
I
for a
kept
long
saying.
time.
I behind my ear. I was like, "What's going on back there?" You know.
I hated to be that way, but it was bothering me, man. And then my man came. He came to my side of town one
When I
time.
seen the people come run to the stage, I said, "Hey, wait a minute, hold, stop, right now. Let's pray, everybody. Stop. Let's pray." Well, we went straight to prayer with, "Hey, Father God,
In the name of Jesus.
oh, let's stop right now."
then the promoter jank the same.
Then come back there.
In the
I ain't
same
got
night.
all your money. Oh, you ain't got no money. Oh, I should have let the devil have it away. Oh, you.
Let the devil handle it is crazy.
Oh, I should let him tell the whole auditorium.
Man, I never forget that. That was almost 10 years ago. That's crazy when you think about it.
See how funny, man. My son was Man, my son finna be 19 this year, bro. Ray Ray,
Your little son that used to,
we
huh?
go. Yeah, Ray Ray finna be. Yeah, Ray Ray finna be 19.
Dang,
Yeah, so that means my God today. Good God Almighty.
19 is wild. I remember, dang, I remember you used to drop him off sometimes, bro, and go get
I'm
him. That's
telling you,
crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
I was
19.
21 when I started playing with the group. That
How
just
old are
put
you now?
I'm 31, so that put that in perspective.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that means so Ray Ray was like 8, 9 years
Dang.
old at the time, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
That's crazy, man.
man. Boy, time don't wait.
You know, Jessica Smith had a song that says, "Ah, it's a terrible thing to wait."
Man, I thought Saturday you was gonna come out there like Willie Neal and come running out on your knees. I was gonna pass out if you would have did that.
Who me?
Yeah.
What's he? That ain't nothing.
Country boy, go home, man. You got to do that at Floss anniversary. You can
Man, I'm gonna leave that to those who have uh orchestrated and mastered that. I only go on my knees to pray. I ain't going down there. They do nothing else. Nope. You know, when you get down there and at the older you get, it's hard to get up. It's hard to stumble.
Oh boy. You know, Saturday was a good one. I enjoyed it.
It was, man. Hey, and Trayshawn, y'all did a good. I like that transition from
Give it up to Prayer Will.
Yeah, I like that transition.
Yeah, that's Greg, man. Greg he be trying to use his head now, man.
Ask him who he got the idea from.
Who is it? Richard.
You know it.
Let me guess. He took your class.
Took my class. You see what happened with you? You don't took all my classes. You a
Every
hard
time
man.
somebody start doing
You a hard man to beat.
Out of order. Out of
Spin,
order.
Spin said, "Ask Ballard, is he all right?"
boy. Do anybody else know Ballard told his boy at the gig the other night?
Yeah, they know.
Yo, so yo, wait a minute. First off, I did not know that was bad.
I had to see it after the fact.
Hey, who is responsible for recording this video? I want to get on them first.
Whoever it was, they set it
So
up
here's my
for him to
thing. He
fall.
was already off the stage. How did he
Bro, he
fall
landed
down?
it, bro. He landed on 2 feet and still went down on all
I
fours.
was trying to figure out. He was already on the ground. When did he go down? Did he trip over a cord or something? What happened?
Hey, every time you watch the video, you notice something new.
And then what's my man name? I don't know him, but he was standing against the wall with the black, and he was trying to laugh, but he couldn't help it, so he had to walk out the building. You see, Richard, you saw the video. You know
That nigga Ballard, about 10 seconds after he fell, that nigga reached down and rubbed his knee. He
Hey,
grabbed his wrist like that. Yes,
but
sir.
he got it with an attitude like somebody did
Hey, then he waved the nigga. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Watch out. Watch out. I'm good. Then you got Dean Pop standing over there looking down at the stairs trying to figure out what the heck this nigga fell on. Bro, there was so much happening in that video, bro.
Oh boy.
The face spin made.
But Trayshawn, you was playing bass though, right?
I didn't see a thing, bro. I didn't see none of that. I was just playing.
I wasn't even in there at the time either. I was standing at the back. So when they sent the video, I was like, when did this happen? And that's when y'all was on stage. I was like, yo, right, who was responsible? I want to know who responsible for recording this. I want to tell them you had no business recording this.
They knew something.
Yeah, they knew he would go fall because the camera was right up.
I mean, man, and then somebody zoomed in.
Boy, at least he ain't have far to fall.
Yes, sir.
He was halfway down.
He was a quarter of a third now.
He just bumped his knee a little bit. That's all.
Oh boy, man.
Man, that's crazy, man. Other than that, though, I mean, like, man, I've had some great times with all the boys. Like,
Man, the people say it's time for another live, man.
Come on,
who
man.
said that? Who said that? Who said
That's what they're saying in the comment section.
that? Man, I want to do another live. I listen. We got the songs, we got it all, but I just I don't believe in clutter in the market right now.
Yeah, cause you definitely oversaturated.
I've always said that. There's a lot of people doing it, and I feel like give them their time, give them their shine, give them their they do, give them their, give them their, I'm not in the rush to do. I'm not. I promise I'm not. Do we have the songs to do it? Y'all, it, but I
Oh yeah,
just
Social
I'm not.
media is everybody's best friend right now, man.
Yeah, and it is, but I'm just not in a place to like just hurry up, just
You don't have to like necessarily be dropping records. Just post
yeah.
stuff here and there to let people know that you really serious about what you're doing and
Oh, but that's
you just
definitely
truly
like
love it. You know, I
right.
think
I'm,
a lot
I'm
of people forget that.
and I'm with that, but I don't want to like just oversaturate. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
step on nobody's toes, or I don't want to like with y'all knowing me. Like when I say this, I don't, and I ain't gonna say it. Like I just some people they record it, or just to have I guess content popularity or that, and then others they record, I guess to stay relevant and do whatever. But you
yeah,
know, I just think at this point in time, you gotta do yeah, do what's necessary.
right.
Uh,
Um,
I'm not I'm not big on a lot of stuff that everybody else is big on, so that's why I try to stay away from that kind of conversation.
give me your top five Raw and Revelation songs.
Oh my god.
Hey, I guarantee you, my top five Revelation songs is not your top five Revelation songs.
Okay, name yours.
I promise you, my five top Revelation songs is not your top five Revelation songs.
Well, name them.
Trey Sean,
What you
I
got?
promise you, my top five Revelation songs is not your
Man, name
top
the
five
songs.
Revelation songs.
Just name them.
All right, blessed by the best,
Mhm.
huh?
That's one,
Pull together,
two.
That's in my top five.
huh?
That's in my top five.
If you hung, you can hear.
That's
Remember
two.
what I said? I said blessed by the best.
Hmm.
Uh,
Pull together. You said. You said pull together. Oh, his phone froze. So we got two. We got two out of his five. Trey, what's yours?
uh, pull together. Still got joy. Um, hmm, man. Ah, is it? Probably thank you. I thank you, Jesus.
Mm.
It's hard, man. Roy got some bangers, bro. Everything always been that song. I always try to get that nigga to do every show. I was trying to get him to do everything, no matter what.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
uh, my favorite song to play was always "He Knows." So
Oh yeah,
I guess I can throw that in there. That was my song right there, buddy.
right.
He got so many, bro. You can't. I mean, it's hard to leave "Stand by Me" off. It's hard to leave "Dr. Jesus" off. I mean,
Mm.
What's the first song? Da, 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 da,
Oh Lord.
da. That's another one. You got you got Here Am I? Like, man, I can't think straight.
Man. Mine.
I mean that's the definition of hits, bro. Bro just got hits. Like you can't.
He got 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes in the
And
name.
I just named songs from multiple albums. I didn't even name
Hey,
songs from one or two albums.
what did you name? What did you name? What did you name?
He named about 10 songs.
I promise you, bro, it's hard, bro. It's hard. I
Mm-mm.
got Pulled Together. I got Still Got Joy.
My
Thank you,
two.
Jesus.
No.
Everything He knows. It's
All
hard to bottle them up into five, bro. It's hard.
right. So I got.
Then, man, The Blame, nigga. The Blame might be the most spookiest song you got. That's by far the scariest song you got, buddy.
Man, it
All
make
right.
you think.
I'm going with my five. It's hard for me, but I'm going with Pull Together.
Mm-hmm.
Still Got Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed by the Best.
Mm-hmm. That's 3.
Prayer Will Change Things.
From where that's 4.
That nigga, the he the originator. He still can't choose.
That's bad.
I'm
That's
telling you,
bad.
bro. Man, bro. I
Nah,
just named like 15 songs, bro. It's hard.
it got to be. Oh man,
It's the last one. This number 5.
I'm going with Pass Me Not, dog.
Pass me not.
I'm going Pass Me Not, man.
Yeah, you do love that song.
I'm going.
He loves that song.
I'm
We'll
going.
be in a dump. We'll be in a dump the house. Ain't nothing left in that boy. Pass me
I'm
not.
going with
Oh God.
I'm going with Pass.
Ain't nothing left in the house.
Nothing else. Yeah. He just got to get it out of his system.
I'm going with Pass. Y'all can pick and do whatever you want to do, but I'm going
Bro,
with
you
Pass.
got too many songs, bro. Everyone that says like,
Yeah.
son.
Man, my top 5 is easy.
What? Man,
Okay, let me see. I know it was Jesus.
I know it was Jesus.
Yep. I don't know why. I just love that song. Dr. Jesus, of course. Prayer Wheel. He knows. He's my everything. That's my 5.
Damn, your boy sound about close to mine, ain't it?
Carol Drive in there.
Yeah, I said Dr. Jesus.
Bro, it's hard to not, man. And it ain't because you on here and Richard to tell you. I've been saying this for the longest, bro. Still Got Joy is the hardest hitting quartet song out right now, buddy.
Oh yeah. That ain't
If
no. It
you
ain't no debate.
if you a nigga that can sing one song and go sit down, that song is tough. That
You ain't
song
got to
is
say
that
nothing
song.
else.
You can't, bro. You don't have to sing another song. And it's something everybody can always witness. Like it's something somebody needs to hear. Like everybody wants to hear. They still got joy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wasn't a fan, bro. Let me say this. I was a fan because it was me and my brother, but I had to really go sit down with him for him to coerce me, like you're not singing this, for this or that. You're singing this for, and then like my brother had started doing the other side stuff, but then when he just really started like, yo, this is the reason why you got to sing this. Like you done been through this, you done been through that, you done came through this, you done came through that, and you still here. That's joy. Joy don't always look like what it is.
Right.
So that is when I started singing it. And so when they asked us to sing it in Macon that time, he wasn't there. I think he went with us the second time. Am I right, Richard?
I'm trying to remember what was the second time. I know the first time we saw him, we was in Ohio.
But when we went to Macon,
Macon is when it hit.
Macon was when it started hitting. And everybody was like, "Man, you got to sing that."
Mm-hmm.
Just like with the Help Me Lift Jesus, like I didn't want to sing that neither because I didn't feel like it was I feel like it was a good song, but like how sometimes like I'm not a fan of like hearing myself sing. I don't care what song it is, and like I could be riding in the car and you could be playing Pandora, and if Run Revelation come on, guess what I'm gonna do? Tell him, Richard, I will tell it. What?
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Right? I don't want to hear that. I sing it all the time. I don't want to
Right.
hear that. Please turn it off, and don't
Yeah.
let it be CD. Oh, eject. I'm gonna throw it. How about you pay for this? You pay $15, and that's me. I tell you what I'm doing. Let the window down. Let the window down all the way. Eject the CD. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fling it across 95, 85, 20. I don't want to hear it. I don't.
Yeah.
I got this. I got to listen to the man on the road, going to the show, sing it on stage, leave the show. I don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Then it is some days where it's like where you get that mental breakdown and you when you really go back and it's not even so more the album, it's more so where it's a live situation and you go back and then you really be like, yo, you really talking to yourself, bro.
Right.
You really, and that is where it becomes like that type of thing of like, wow. So I don't know.
Man.
That was a long ride all the way back from New York all the way to Alabama. Hi, Tracy.
I, I
That's
would have. I would have quit as soon as we got home.
and I think that's crazy because I think Tim was with us. This was before I started playing with Tim. Tim was with us that Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
And them,
yeah,
them niggas flew. We
yeah.
driving, them niggas done
And we
flew
beat
like that.
it though. We beat them to the gig. And we
You
was
know,
like,
Tim,
how we
Tim
beat
Rogers
y'all
ain't
to the
never coming
gig
to no
and
gig
y'all
on
and y'all
time, boy. He ain't
lose?
never.
Mm.
I said, and we will never do this again. And haven't done it since then. And that was in what 2016?
15. I want to say 15,
Never.
yeah. Come on now.
Yeah. Good
No, not that. I'm
times.
talking about how they came back.
Good times. Good
Mario,
times.
Mario 80. And Mario came with that slogan by Roy, you gonna still be my nigga if you never get no bigger.
Man.
Yeah.
So where you see Quartet the next 5 years?
Who? You ask who?
You?
Trisha?
No, you.
Oh man. I think it's because of the way social media is. Now we gotta say this. Uh Social media has changed and it is upper hand. But we have to say we got some great musicians, we got some great artists, we got some great lead singers uh, that are unique in their own way and they're taking styles from other stuff. So I don't think that it's going anywhere. I don't think that is gonna die. Like I've heard a lot of people say that, oh, Quartet gonna die. Because I used to say that too, and I'm guilty of that. I don't think it's gonna die. I've seen what I'm seeing now. But I will say is that we're gonna have to get behind. Everybody can't be number one, bro. Like, we have to get behind that one, and just push them and 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 push them. Everybody's not gonna
Niggas,
be,
niggas don't know what friendly
huh?
competition is. Niggas don't know what friendly
Yeah,
competition is.
friendly competition can be like, well, I'm gonna get you tonight, but you also understand too, like they're with they're with who is respected to be the next or the number one. You know,
Just
and
think about
Mario,
basketball.
Trayshawn, you remember Mario used to say this when we used to be on the road, everybody want to be number one, but when God didn't call him to be number none. Everybody want to be number one, and God didn't call him to be number none. You know, and Quartet is not going well, but when we realize, and it is not hard to see, man. You know, like the NBA can know this when who gonna be the next star in NBA. NFL can know who gonna win the Heisman Trophy. Everybody notices it except us, and they all get behind that person because they know, like, yo, if we just push them to the top, we can ride. But everybody want to be number.
Everybody want to be number one.
Everybody want to be number
When
one.
everybody is dope in their own way, bro. It's just like athletes, bro. You got KD, you got Steph, you got Brian, Anthony Edwards, all the newcomers. Everybody is, dope in their own way, but they understand who each other, what they strong suits are. Everybody understands each other,
I'm
and
talking
all
about
they
sport.
can do
Yeah.
is push each other to get better. That's all you can do.
That's it.
Everybody's great already.
I'm not about to talk about sports with y'all because y'all off the. I'm not. I'm not. You know, y'all boys be what? Jordan is the GOAT of all times, right or wrong.
You can't argue that with Richard.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I guess stats and stuff matter more to these boys than actually winning. Then, Roy, I understand where you're coming from, though.
It does, because you can't argue numbers.
It don't, bro.
You can't argue numbers.
If I'm still in the league, right?
No.
If
No.
I'm not in the league, I done retired 10 years before you, and you just now catching me. Like, stop it. You just now catching me 10 years later or playing extra years. Like, that
But
don't.
here's
Nah, bro.
I say you're playing years beyond the age he stopped to get the numbers that he had. Young, yeah, it's
To
that
not
ain't.
win nothing, to just
man.
be a loser over and over. How does that
Y'all,
make you to go?
Hey man, I thought we were talking about Quartet because
Keep
y'all
losing.
y'all ain't
All
talking
right,
about
never
nothing.
mind. All right,
Man,
I got you.
y'all ain't talking about absolutely nothing right now. That don't make sense.
when we singing, I want you to do what you want to say.
What's that?
One word, two.
Listen, man.
Wait, stay on. Stay on. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Stay on. Stay on. He wanted to get out here with us this weekend, y'all. He wanted to stay home.
Man.
And so here's my thing, and I'll let her go. Trayshawn, Richard, Roy. Let's not say 5. 3 of your all-time favorites. Who is it? Cause I'm gonna give you my 3. Cause we done dropped down from 5. We want a 3. Who your 3?
All time.
All time.
Joe, Harvey, Keith. That's a no-brainer.
The pressure. Joe is obvious. Joe always gonna be. That's the first nigga I heard. I'm gonna go Joe. Dang, bro, this is the hardest questions.
Man, it ain't that hard.
You mean you said all time or just
All time. All time.
Joe?
Family Feud.
Yeah, man, it's hard. I'm heavy on the Tim Rogers, man. I'm heavy on the Tim Rogers.
So maybe
It's hard,
you know
man.
what?
Dang, that's hard.
You know what? Maybe we should put a thing on. I guess like legendary and then next.
how? Like,
because I'm with him too because when if my three would have been, yeah, and nobody don't do it. I'm going with the brothers, Doc, and Willie Banks. That's just me. I got all. That's who. Now, if I'm going with a younger, I'm gonna go with Legends, Tim, and quiet as a kept. Ain't no secret.
it's a good one.
On the new end coming in, Legends, Tim.
I told Rich that the other day too. The Legends the hottest thing smoking right now, buddy. They smoking.
Lisa.
Legends. For me on the new end, it'll be Legends, Tim,
Lisa.
and
That's me.
now,
Yeah, Lisa definitely. She's
too,
definitely holding her own.
And that's not in no order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I can rock with that. I can
Rich,
definitely rock with that.
look, Rich.
What's that?
Don't talk to me. That's what that means.
What about give me your top host right now.
Just the roof.
Yeah. And a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
Next. What's the problem?
Top sound man. I ain't gonna lie, Greg then won me over after the Legends anniversary.
Like Greg and them did when
Yeah.
you said top sound man, not top sound. That was
Well, okay, well, sound crew or sound I don't know. I don't been on here too long.
yeah. This is me right now.
Top sound man, I guess if you going by today, it'll be Ray Span. If you're going by today.
And Ted.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, nobody else really that probably be Span.
Boy, I thought he was about to trip over that base cap, that cord that got wrapped up under his foot Saturday.
Bro, the cord was that shit, bro. It was so tight, like it was tight, like it was ready to come out the rig and everything.
I don't want to be Junior Ballard, huh? Want to come tumbling down, huh? Come on. Hey, that video that AJ Grumble. Come on.
Who the top female groups right now?
Knowles, Lisa.
That ain't some.
I can't lie, bro. Tutu is still getting there.
Shout out to Tutu.
And their background is very, 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 very underrated. Yeah. They might have the smoothest female background. And
hey, but I will say this, and
who you got?
No. I don't have them because I like them all, and the reason why I say I like them all because they all come from a different type of approach, Like,
right.
Like I like Vision of Destiny. I like I like Blessed. I like them girls. Oh man.
The Browns, the other Browns.
The Joy Girls. But what's the girls down from in Mississippi? They got the lead guitar player.
Oh, ain't it B&H, something like that?
B&H.
Yeah,
But so I feel like they all unique in their own type of way, But
right,
and I'm not trying to say to be funny, like you know, female groups will always have it harder than male groups, dog. Like let's just be honest.
right.
But a lot of them female groups can really out sing a lot of niggas.
Yeah, it's
You
just
you let the first female group come out here with all female band and all female everything. We've already seen it done with all guys. Let females
right.
be the everything. Those caskets for a lot of them, including me.
But as we all know, most women, it was just being real. Most women ain't paying to see another female
Females
group
that
like.
just get by and play, and they have no. You go get the female like when we was at the gas station tonight. We was talking about Anita. Then you go get
Mhm.
like
Hey
them
Roy,
girls like, huh?
Spin. Oh no, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No, I'm listening to you.
Spin told me to tell you that you need to start singing. I need you and don't leave me.
What's I need you?
What does I need you? What does I need you, Spin?
He talking about off of Book of Revelation, the slow song.
It's a slow song. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
need
it's off
you.
of Book of Revelation. Josh Miles wrote that.
I don't even think I heard
that
that one.
nigga's so cold.
Man, you did hear it, man. Josh Miles wrote that. It's on the last album, Book of Revelation. When everything went wrong, Lord, I need
I
you to help me through. Like it's a good song.
don't know that one.
Oh man, well then you ain't been. How you on the group and that?
Is that the one
Yeah,
that be like?
you might need to reevaluate that keyboard spot.
Is it Lord? I
Yeah,
need you. Oh, okay, okay.
That's a shame, bro. Fire that nigga, man. He ain't no good. He don't know the songs. What key is it in, Richard? Fire that nigga.
It's probably B.
Uh,
Hey, give me time.
fire that nigga.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I know we ain't never saw on that one.
no, we never sing, but but we always can.
give me, give me a couple of. Hold there, hold.
See, oh,
Hey,
everybody,
what you?
oh boy, you already know. Oh boy,
Man, what you said?
oh boy, boy.
What you said? Alan said where I was at that concert when the cans was.
Somebody like some years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, we went to the show. It was me, my brother. It was a lot of us. Alan, Scott. They had a dude on the group at that time named Chris Jacobs. It was at the Township Auditorium, man. We was all sitting up at the top. No, not that show. It was
That
a show.
was you said something.
Something. We was in something. It was at a Bill Pickney and the Drifters anniversary. And man, Doctor had just put out that album called I Wanna Testify. Can I testify about the greatest story? Him, Zach,
Mhm.
and Rodney kneeling down.
Mhm.
And man, that's when they had just put out the first time I'll Be All Right. And the drive that I would have lived so
You
God
been
can
good?
use me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
But the Cans had just put out the Albertina Walk. When would
I
I see
mean,
you? I made it.
yeah.
And man, so like back then, like Bill Payton used to have some shows, man. These are some shows. So we all sitting on the side, and Chris Jacobs, he went down to the side because I was with Chris Jacobs. Oh,
Mm,
and I'm a Doc fan. What
yeah.
Doc? He finna crucify this place. People down there in the wheelchairs, man. I'm talking about, man, Doc had done murdered this place. Oh, God. When I tell you Doc had done murdered this place, so Alan was sitting in the house, Chris Jacobs, he was looking from behind the curtain, looking over there at us. I told you. I told you. Dog was gonna cruise. I'm sitting like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we got them Kings came out there with them gold suits on.
It was bad.
Alan Pringle was sitting behind me, and I told you the dude was Chris Jacobs. He was looking from behind the curtain, pointing up at us. I told you. That's what he was saying first, and then by the time I got no man, the paramedics had to come get a couple people from out there that got their own something civic center. And Alan Pringle jumped up. I told you. I told you. You don't play with the king. Never forget that day. Y'all, y'all around here playing. Mark is the king right now. I don't care what nobody see. Nobody can tell me. But they were good times though, man. And I think everybody, at that time they were looking at who they like, who they love, and even then, like I don't know what was going on backstage, but because I was a kid, but it was a thing of just like being fascinated by real, true, authentic, and everybody had an identity. So when I say that everybody had an identity, like you didn't see like Dwayne over there, and over there you didn't see Wallace over there, you didn't see Daryl, you didn't see Zach, you didn't see Benny. Everybody they just stuck with one crew, and they gave them an authentic sound. Man, you could be outside, like you could really be outside pulling up and you didn't nobody was singing. You didn't even have to hear the MC sing back then, but you could hear like the guitar or the bass, or you could hear the drums, the way you knew like who was getting ready to come on stage, and you ran to the building because you knew like, yo, that's an authentic sound. You
Right.
ain't that no more. Like not because everybody played with everybody. Like, oh man, back then, like you knew, like, okay, well, we get ready to go to the goddamn Brooklyn, New York to get this Thomas. It wasn't nobody coming to them state. It wasn't nobody hitting that hucklebucker like them.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't nobody when you said that real name. It wasn't nobody that had that Gene sound, Joey It wasn't that. Now it's like everybody done played with so many people. It ain't the same no more.
Right.
It ain't like that. You know. I mean, and that was with every group. The Nightingales didn't have no drummers, but when Georgia Wallace struck that goddamn
You are.
chord, you knew it was the Nightingale.
You knew it. I
You
mean, unique.
play drums, you was gonna get that $25. You
Yes,
know.
sir. Yep. Times done changed, man.
You know.
Yeah. Who was one who was one quartet artist you wish you could have met back in or just seen in the day that you didn't get a chance to see?
Who me?
Yeah.
Mm. Look, I saw like Blair and Joe and all them, and like even though they were on the last end, I think the only one that people like really that really gave me stories that I was hyped about, including Jolie Gunn, would be June Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with my man from when we went to Rochester, New York, they used to sing with them when he was with the Knights. He gave us some stories, and I would really have loved to meet Cheeks if I had to meet anybody. Because it's a lot of his songs that I like too. And it's a lot of songs that I sometimes still listen to, and I try like I guess revamp. But then there's like a lot of songs that I feel like sometimes you just don't mess with, because I feel like sometimes you don't mess with a classic, or you don't mess with a song that was great, so you don't mess with it. But if I had one person that I want to meet, it would probably be no, not probably. It would be June Cheeks, and if it wasn't June Cheeks, um, I don't know who it would be.
Mm. Yeah. Now I didn't get a chance to meet Joe. That's who I really want to meet. Never met him. I want to meet Blair too. I never got a chance. I was like 6 when Blair died, so even if I did see him, I won't remember.
Oh,
Yeah, Willie. I ain't get to meet him unless I was too young to remember. Uh,
no, female wise, female wise, female wise. I got to meet like Margaret Allison and the McDonald's. Like those are legends in my eyes too. Of course, I never got a chance to meet Quita Lumsden.
you
Like,
did?
nah, like I never got a chance. But my mom had every album of the Lumsies. Like on Saturdays, that was our cleanup day. Like my mom used to make us clean up all through the week, but on Saturdays, 409 on the wall, 409 around the floorboard and all that. That's why that might be why I'm OCD right now. For real. You know,
Yeah.
you go from the lunges, then you go play the masterpiece, and then after you play the masterpiece from Willie Banks, you know, we like Saturday was clean up day straight. Savoy, Malico, Air, all that. We Malindo, everything. 45s that you know what you think you gonna sit down, you think 7 o'clock, imagine that 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning at a young age, you think you gonna sleep all day. No, you gonna get up, you gonna sweep, you gonna wipe around these boards, you gonna clean these commodes around the top, around the bottom. That's what it was. That's what you had to do,
Yep.
you know. And not to mention your daddy got you. I had asthma. My dad used to make me go cut grass. And I got asthma. He used to tell me to tie a t-shirt around your face like it was a
Mm-hmm.
back
Yeah.
before mask came into place. I
That
had to
grass got to get cut.
face before COVID even came.
Mm-hmm.
So man, you be around there pushing the lawnmower, man. You be damn out of breath. Oh, put on the mask. Go take that.
Hey, but stuff like that be a character though. It definitely be a character.
But I mean, that's how it was.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Lumses didn't ever come to Columbia like that.
I was probably too young. I remember the True Thats used to come because they used to come for like Lil Hop and Singer Disciples. I was
Yeah.
probably young. They probably came because I do remember on Two Notch Road they had like the Pepsi bottling company where they had like the Christian Ash used to come,
Mhm.
Tommy Ellison used to come, McDonald's sisters used to come, and then we had like the Masonic Temple where like Gospel Four used to come, Darrell used to come, and then we had a church like over there in Columbia off the side where it was like for Regina and Spirit, you had like Darrell and them used to come and like a lot of other groups. So like, that was the only group that I just don't remember right offhand. And I never got a chance to meet Shaquita. I never got a chance to meet Willie Banks. I know that my father had booked Willie Banks, a time or two down in Eastover, but I never got a chance to meet him. But I was a fan of Willie Banks because I was big on the songs like No Tomorrow. I was big on songs like Pity Me. I was big on songs like No Tomorrow, Pity Me. I was big on Lord I Know You've Been So Good. It really wasn't too much that Willie Banks could really sing that I wasn't a fan of. And it wasn't, because of the storytelling or whatnot, but it was really because like his approach on the songs and how he approached it,
My
the way
granddaddy
he
was a big
approached it.
Banks fan.
Huh?
My granddaddy was on Banks hard.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't give him no credit, but Banks he was a different type guy, even though I was scared of him, I still just love his music.
Yeah, he could like really, really sing.
I loved his music.
Yeah.
I loved his music, and even though he was a big man, he walked in the building, he scared everybody in the building. Like he used to scare me too. It was three people I was scared of when I was a kid. I was scared of Willie Banks. I was scared of Big Red from. That was a big old man. And I was scared of Troy Raymond too.
What
Yes,
about
sir.
Slim? Didn't scare you? Slim
Who?
kind of Slim.
I mean, I'm I really wasn't afraid of Slim because I had seen Slim like a couple of places, like from different cities, and then like when I would go with maybe the Swannies here and there, and he's talk about Slim. The stories and how friendly I guess he was to them or whatever. It didn't bother me, but like other people had hyped up how mean that Troy Raimi could be, like with the karate and kick the hinges off the door.
What?
And then they also told you about like Willie Banks carrying the briefcase stuff. Like he was, and then Big Red was already a big guy, and I was man, I ain't no big guy now. I was a little guy. I remember when I walked in, man, to the Masonic Temple one night. I was using the bathroom, and like the little stalls, that the stalls had just come into place like that.
Mm.
Man, I walked in there, and he walked in there with like them black pants, red cummerbund, white shirt, and a red tuxedo, and I wet my whole pants when I saw him walking in. Oh, it wasn't nobody in the stall but me. And man, when he walked in the bathroom, he went straight to the mirror. But when he looked in the mirror, I felt like he was looking at me. Man, I missed the whole stall.
And he wasn't bit more paying you no attention.
One paying me no big. I missed the whole stall. I missed the whole stall, Rich. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Man," I said, "Because on the side of the bus, it didn't say Swan. It said the legendary Big Red. Back then, man, I was so scared. And he walked, man. Me, my cousin Brandon, all of us, we were all running up and down the hallways on the side of the Sun Temple. And I got his bathroom. I went in, man. I was happy. And use the bathroom. Next thing you know, I looked down. I heard the dope, man. It's like this, when he pushed the dope. It seemed like the dope went to the wall. I looked up. I saw him, and I missed the whole thing. I was looking at him like, oh my God. Big Red is in here. And man, he didn't look at me. He took a little comb and did his little thing back in the back.
Yeah.
And walked out. I was embarrassed with myself. And this was like in 1990. You remember Terry who was doing the MC the other night?
Yeah.
He was singing with the 5 singing sons back then. And he'll tell you that, man, I'm the only man that went cross country playing tambourine and playing my
Hey, one thing about Terry, he ain't gonna bite his tongue.
Who?
Terry, he ain't biting it. Him, I don't know who worse, him or nephew.
Now that's what the quartet missing right there.
Missing the nephew. Boy, nephew done hurt a lot of feelings.
Mine too.
Oh yeah, everybody.
What he told you that time, Rich? Hey. Matter of fact, Trey Shaw was on the group.
It was we was going. We had came back from somewhere. I was already kind of aggravated, and my truck was in Augusta. And I had that car at the time. He was like, "Hey man, just ease on up." he said, "Just ease down a little bit. I'm gonna get my ride to come meet me at the Waffle House." I said, "All right." He said, "I'm about to call him," and he said he got on the phone and he said, "Man, I need you to just ease on below, man."
A little bit, man. Service, man. Just going down the road a little bit.
So I say, "Hey, man, I don't mean no harm, man. I got to go." Then he called you and said, "Man, you got the most localist keyboard player." You got.
This is my stop right here. Just put me. This is my house. Just let me out right here. 15 minutes past your destination.
I was not. Last time I took him home, it was at the Legends anniversary. And I was trying to avoid it. I did the best. Hey man, which way you going? I said, "Man, I'm going. You going to Sandersville, right?" I said, "Yeah." Let me let me just catch it to Augusta. I said, all right. I end up going all the way to Bamberg. I went.
And he get that phone. Hey man. Oh, where my phone, man? Hey man, no, my phone on that, man. Man, going on to this gas station, man. Let me see my go on the phone. Hey, Bo. Hey man. Oh man. Take it again, man. Oh man, I don't know the phone number. Oh, man. This is going down the road. Let me get when we get there, I plug it up for a little bit. Well, you know, you be at his house. Well, man, 5 more miles down the road, you can be at my station. Yeah, I'll be all right.
He ain't called nobody.
I
Boy.
said, what?
He had drove. Well, he had drove us somewhere, and we was trying to get back home. I think we were coming through Texas. He was trying to stop at the casino.
When we went to New York, we went to Staten Island.
Yep.
And we left Staten Island. We stopped back in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We went to Keith Daddy barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
And he had us sitting out there waiting a long time. I said, man, you know, we have to leave nephew. We got to get back. Man, we left nephew. Trayshawn, let me tell you something. When we got back to the meeting, guess what?
Nephew was right.
Nephew was there before we got there.
You remember that time nephew asked you, Roy?
Huh?
That time, you remember that time nephew asked you, I
Can you
think you
ride
was
with
selling
us?
your
No.
that nigga said, he said, let me sell your CDs for $25 and get a $5 profit. I said, nephew, what the
But he sold a whole box.
yes,
Man.
sir. That nigga ain't finesse, buddy.
Man.
Man, I kept
That
calling
nigga said, Roy, let me sell your CDs for $30, make a $5 profit. I said, mister,
New York,
some
man.
balls.
What I know.
Take balls to ask a man that.
I said, man, nephew, I ain't got no about 40 CDs. Man, I'm gonna sell them for $30. I said, well, if I sell them for $30, I get 5. Man, and about 10 minutes before the show started, he came back. All right, I said 5, but I'm gonna need 10 because I'm gonna have to get some gas. I gotta go over here to the barber shop and get me some socks and some tips. And he did. Man, and I said, man, that's who we're missing. That is who we're missing.
I wonder, is there anybody capable of doing that these days? Or
You'll never get another nephew, bro. Not in my eyes. Now maybe somebody, but not. Nah. Who? They ain't been around long enough. I ain't been around long enough. You ain't been around long enough. Who we gonna get? That know everybody that can do it. And we ain't even got promoters like that they had back then.
yeah.
You know, if we're gonna do it, we got to start from a whole new type of different thing. But man, them guys really, they did this blood, sweat, and tears. Man, got that one nephew took that box. Stanley Roy, yes sir. Come here. I said, yes sir. How many CDs you got? I said, I got about 40. Give them to me right now. I'm gonna go sell them for $30. I said, you gonna sell a CD for $30? Hey man, what's my name? What's my name? I said, nephew. All right then. Man, about 20 minutes time he came back. All right. I told you, I said I wanted $5 CD. Yes, sir. He hadn't sold a whole 30 CDs for $40. Man, he ended up getting $15 a CD. Yeah, no. You ain't gonna take me away. And then I think that's when we end up leaving him. And we left him. Man, we got back to Orangeburg. We got back to South Carolina.
He was there.
And when I was like, nephew, how you beat us back here? That man told me, he said, man, you could put me in Africa. That's what the line?
No, he said it for real.
To America, I'll beat you to your house.
Man, he's missed though.
Man, I'll beat you at your house. Man, fellas, it's time for me to cut this thing on off now.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Man, I think it's time to let it go.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Man, one thing I will say it again, man. I'm glad for all the guys that done put in time with Run Revelation. Good, old, bad, ugly, good look. I don't care.
Right.
You all did something that sustained, the legacy of what we doing.
Right.
I know they said something about another live. I don't know about another live, but I will say this: the musical gala is coming August 1st, August 2nd.
Let me find that picture.
With the musical gala coming August 2nd, I would love to give y'all who's on the gala, but can't do it just yet because um, I made a vow to the team that we wouldn't do it just yet. But it is definitely a good lineup. So keep your ears and eyes open because we are looking for like maybe one more act for Friday night. Um, and the reason for that is I always try to give like a new group a chance because you got to start somewhere, and somebody gave me a chance, and I don't never want to not give another group a chance. But the groups that we do got coming, you know, I'm excited. I'm glad that they decided to come. Um, Rich, can you do me one favor? I will let this head out the bag. And
What's that?
are you able to play something from YouTube?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Are you able to play something from YouTube?
Yeah.
So oh man,
What you got?
oh man, this might let the head out the bag. Oh, man, man, go to them Wells brothers and play that. Jesus will work it out, huh?
Let's see.
Work it out, doctor. Man, see, I came up on a song like this in the quiet days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with that. Jesus will work it out.
Let's see. Oh.
Can you give it to me, Jesus? Doctor Jesus.
Y'all one more time. Y'all ain't listening. Can I encourage y'all one more time? Y'all, let's go to another key. Let's go to another key. I need my choir members to help me. Hey! And I know cheese. Oh, you still at us? Oh, you still at us? Oh, you still at us? I know Jesus. Good God to I know Jesus. Oh, you still at us? Listen. A red problem that I had. I just could sing the song. Woo! Pray and I prayed.
You hear him, don't you, Richard?
Deeper in
Yeah.
turn it over to see. Turn it over to see. Turn it over to see. And I stopped worrying about it. Oh, I stopped worrying about it. What? I stopped worrying about it. Gave it over to the Lord. He worked it out. Oh, she, good God to make it. Good God to make it. I need y'all to come on. Y'all come on. Come on up round to the front. Y'all come on.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, man. So That's one of the hats out the bag. You got it right here on the Richard Brown live. The Will of the Guns will be live in effect after this gala. They come with no
Man.
hesitation, desolation,
Yeah.
consecration.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some giveaways too. A little
Oh,
later on down the line. So keep your eyes and ears.
tickets,
Oh yeah, we got raffle tickets. How much are they?
$2 each. You know,
$2.
the 50-inch flat screen TV, and then you got the gift card up to $250, and then we also still got Joy merch. You win if you win it, and you're at the musical gala. What happens is you'll be able to go to the table, and then you'll be able to pick the design that you want. If you want the hoodie, if you want the whole jumpsuit, whatever, you'll be able to pick it from that place that day of, and decide what you want. Like nobody would have your Still Got Joy apparel from that night of. So we're gonna make it unique and special. So make sure you lock your calendars for August 1st, August 2nd. Uh, Friday night is going to be the theme of Still Got Joy. It's jeans and Still Got Joy t-shirt or whatever you have. If you got Still Got Joy apparel, you can get it. But if you don't have it, then you will be able to get it. Also on that Friday, we're trying to get the Chocolate Cowboys, which involves my brother and the horses and so many other people. So on that Friday, if you do come in town early, you come by the church early, you get your apparel, you can buy it. There's gonna be dinners, gonna be sold like rice and gravy, oxtails, string beans, macaroni, and all of that. We can also do the Dunkin' booth. The Dunkin'
Mhm.
booth. Come, you can do this thing called Dunkin' Rev. With the Dunkin' Rev, you can decide which rev that you want to sit on the whatever it is, like the pool or the diving board or whatnot. But if you throw the ball and you hit it and he dunks, then he goes down. He got so a lot of people want to put Richard down there. They want to put Jojo down there. Jojo always want to. Yeah, they want JoJo. They want to get JoJo. He already, we got me, AJ, you got Junior. So if you come, and you pay, it's like $3 with $7 for 3 balls. You get 3 chances to dunk whatever rev you want to dunk. You can dunk a rev. You get your food, and then you also get your meet and greet. You get your apparel, and you come back that night, and we're gonna keep that a secret. Who's all gonna be there that Friday night? But I promise you, that Friday night is gonna be bazonkas.
Well,
It's
I
gonna
got $100 for that Dunkin' booth.
Who you want to throw? Who you want to put your $100 on?
AJ,
Who?
AJ, every single chance.
Huh?
I'm dunking AJ every single chance.
Long as it take me, because I can't swim.
Hey, you better learn.
Oh, put me a life jacket on, dog.
I'm gonna just walk up to the thing and just press it. Bam.
Oh man, you know there is attempted murder, and you will go to jail. I'm like Charleston White. I'm calling the law. I'm calling the police. He threatened Yeah, he threatened me.
Oh yeah, it's on record too.
Oh yeah, he threatened me. He said he was go look at his live, y'all. He said he was gonna do this. So this is premeditated. Yeah, let's go ahead and get him. Lock him. He get a keyboard for you, dog. We can get another keyboard player, but I got to make an understanding out of somebody.
Man, it's gonna be a good time though.
So man, other than that, brother, I don't know what else to say, but
I think that's pretty much it. Unless you got,
man, I've been almost 2 hours and 10 minutes.
yeah, time flies.
Look at this guy at the very end. At the
Local.
very end, he talking about fellas. Why don't you tell him what you told me?
Oh, I already told him.
What you told me?
He getting dunked. I got $100 that say he gonna get dunked.
Well, just go ahead and pay up now. So
I pay it. Hey, let me know. I pay $100 now, then another $100 the day up. But he going down.
I mean, you get if it's $7 for 3 balls, that means
Uh,
7, 14.
it don't matter.
That didn't even get like 60 balls. What if you don't never hit that one ball? You gonna be mad.
Oh, he going down.
AJ, record this right now.
I don't.
Cornerball. If you can't swim and you feel threatened for your life, you Charles the White. He threatened me.
Hey, he going in that water. If he ain't been baptized, it's coming.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said first he said bye.
No, he said, man, that's bad.
Okay, all right. Make it another $100. That's $300 worth. Every time you trying to come back up for Al, wham, pressing it again.
Hey man, don't mess around and get caught up on that diving board. You can't get up on that thing. Get
Hey, he think I'm playing, but I'm dead. I'm going to dunk him. Even if I just have to walk up to it and press it, you going down. So you been
you gonna baptize him, huh?
he going down that day.
Oh, so let me say this before I get ready to go.
Okay.
Everybody, all new upcoming artists, everybody who's in the industry, be on the lookout because I will be posting where you can send your new single, your music, because in March I am starting the soap radio show, which is called The Son of a Preacher. So this is just not for like the historians or the people who's been doing it for years. This is also for just the culture. And I would love to do interviews with the upcoming groups. If you got events that's about to come up, I would love to put you on the WYNC radio show with the iHeart Radio, with the Soap Radio. I would love for you to be a part of the movement, and I would love to interview you, and especially you, and play your music so you can get it out. So therefore, my God, this disrespectful. Nah, you know me, man. Other than that, though, thank you for having a part of your. What do you call it?
All this time, I still ain't got a name for it yet. We just come on here and talk.
What?
We just...
Man. You remember I used to ask you that a long time ago? What kind of man?
Man, good times.
Come on, chill. Good God Almighty.
I ain't never heard that one.
You never heard what?
What you were just saying?
Hey, can you do me a request? Can you do me a favor before we go?
What's that?
Because I know we getting ready to go.
I hope you don't want me to pray. Please don't ask me to pray.
Huh?
I said, please don't ask me to pray.
What's wrong with you praying?
I ain't ready yet.
Your PREY or your PRAY?
I pray if that's what you want me to do.
Come on. Take me to the throne.
Hold on. Everybody bow your heads. Hold on. Everybody bow your head.
About to pray?
Oh, no, I'm about to pray.
Start. We getting ready to go on stage and ask you to pray a prayer. What you gonna do? Sing a song or pray a prayer? Which one?
Oh, now I'm gonna pray.
Pray.
I'm okay. You ready? All right.
That this word may lift them up, God. Oh, good God Almighty. My God, do it right now. Father, I pray, Father, the subject that we'll bring on this afternoon, God, that somebody, good God Almighty, somebody will, Lord, find themselves. Father, they'll find themselves. Somebody will do like the prodigal son. They'll come back home, God, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. Thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God. When we have done all we're able to do, God, please, Father, this is not no for form or fashion, but Lord, this is to touch someone, God. In the name of Jesus, thy people need you. They need you. Oh, good God Almighty. This is our prayer, Father. In Jesus, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen and amen. We thank
God. Goodbye, man. Goodbye. Yeah, like he out for coming to America or something.
Hey, I'm gonna get him to come to the gala this year.
In the parking lot. Goodbye, man. What else? Goodbye. I'm going.
You don't want him to. You don't want him to be a special guest host.
What? Do what? Do what? No. 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 No.
He said he'll draw the people.
Get me.
Oh man, it's been good talking with you for this past couple hours. But y'all keep them announcements in mind. August 1st, 2nd. There's gonna be a lot of great singing. A lot of great fellowship, a lot of great music. We want to see all y'all. And once again, stay tuned. Follow us on all social media outlets. Roy Revelation. You can search anything, YouTube, Facebook, all that good little stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that, please. We don't ask for much, but if you can do that, that'll be a great big help because we usually we drop a lot of announcements and stuff on social media. So that's the new wave these days. So that's pretty much all I got to say on my end.
I've been done a long time ago.
I guess we'll do another live once it come later so we can do like the giveaways and all that stuff.
That'll work. We'll give away at least we'll give away 2 VIPs and 2 bundles. Keep your eyes open for the bundles. If you get the bundle, that means you get one for the Friday and Saturday. So that means if you come in Friday, you come in Saturday. We're gonna give away 2 bundles. I mean a pair of bundles. You going Friday and Saturday. One person going both nights, the other person going both nights. Bundles. So let's make it happen. All right, doctor. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, man. We're gonna get off here.
All right.
All right. Stanley Roy Ladson Jr., ladies and gentlemen, give it up to him. Okay, that was in very much impromptu interview. I'm glad that y'all were able to come on and chat with us. And y'all, we sent all the comments. It was just some things we kind of was glancing over because time. Well, can't say time's sake, but I appreciate all y'all. Shout out to Trey Sean for coming on. I told y'all he was coming back. He just had a lot he had to do, but we got a lot of great, valuable information. If you want your tickets, you want raffle tickets, you can contact any member of Raw Revelation. We got the raffle tickets available now. They're only $2 for one ticket, and you can win a TV, merchandise, and just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. If you like a ticket, you can get one from me now. Inbox me, let me know. You text me, call me, whatever you got to do. But we've been on here 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I am hungry. I got to find me something to eat. Until then, we'll see y'all. We might have another interview this week. We might not. Just stay tuned and stay watching the page. All right. Peace.